Corey Millen centering this line as we get set for action at the Saddle Dome. And Brian Leach moves it up ahead to Tony Granato, and the first shot on goal is an easy save for Milenkov. And the Soviets clear it the length of the ice. The icing is waved off as Brian Leach, number 2, the team captain for the United States. From Connecticut, out of Boston College, up ahead to the fleet Tony Granato. And the Soviets move it back to center ice, where it's collected by Guy Gosselin, and then he loses the puck, and Makarov skates in. Makarov loses the puck in the slot, and the U.S. clears the zone as Corey Millen comes skating back along with Alan Bourbeau. Millen's shot is kicked off to the right. Back to the point to Norton now, and the puck comes back.
Larionov, Makarov, and Krutov, they've been together for several years. They've also got their veteran defense pair. They are not only their strength, but in the last year or so, they have been their weakness.
Steve Leach's shot is wide. He follows up into the corner, and the Soviets clear it, and up ahead on the breakaway, Makarov, he skates in, he shoots, he scores. The number 1 Soviet line, and they've been together for years. 2 of them played all the way back in the '80 Olympics. Sergei Makarov scores to make it 1-0 and pays the price as well.
Well, it's the kind of opportunistic style we were talking about. Fetисova catching Makarov, crossing at center. He's been the top scorer in the Soviet League for several years. Here you can see him again making a nice move to his forehand, forcing Chris Terreri to the ice.
12:37 remaining in the first period. The Soviets lead 1-0. Fetисova tries to get it into the corner to Krutov, and it's picked off by Brown, and he clears it out to the neutral zone. And the U.S. has killed the first 1:45 of the penalty. As the clock ticks down, Leach will be out of the box in 11 seconds. Krutov over to Fetисova. Fetisova to Kasatonov, and he scores from the slot with 3 seconds remaining in Leach's penalty. Kasatonov skating in from out in front of the net, puts it in to make it 2-0.
The U.S. team was finding themselves one pass behind. When you get that way, you start running around, and all of a sudden there's the open man, and in the crucial spot, Kasatonov coming in front, using the defenseman or Miller as a screen and right through Terreri's legs. This experienced line of the Soviet team, they used to come at you in waves, and now they come at you much more selectively. They're very surgical in their...
Romain, derrière à Goussarov, 18 minutes 47 secondes, encore à jouer avant la fin de la deuxième période. Là, c'est Svetlov. Svetlov qui a été blessé lors de la Coupe Canada le 8 septembre dans un match contre la Suède, et il s'était fracturé un poignet. Là, la belle passe d'un but, il est seul, il va!
Les Soviétiques qui exerçaient un bon contrôle de rondelle avant cette séquence, mais là, la belle passe de Brown à McDonald, et ça a permis d'échapper et de lancer dans le coin bas qui a déjoué Milnikov. On en a parlé lors de l'entracte, l'importance des passes précises dans un tel match, et là, on a eu une passe.
You just handled the puck. Larionov now. Kasatonov to Makarov. This is the stable KLM line out there, and Kasatonov, the defenseman, sends it in, and it's saved by Terreri.
This is a time when Chris Terreri has to come up very big. He's a very important man at the moment.
Krutov to Fetисov. He sends it in, and from the slot, it's backhanded. Another great save by Terreri. Kasatonov couldn't get the shot away. Makarov has it saved by Terreri. Great save. 1:24 left in the penalty.
U.S. team, when they move on a Soviet player.
And Kasatonov scores off the pass. Slap shot by Kasatonov off the pass, his second goal of the game.
Well, it was a stoppable shot. It was unobstructed, undeflected. Here you can see the action around the Soviet net first. The puck goes back to Fetисova. And then across to his partner, to Kasatonov, who just lets it go right through Chris Terreri's legs.
Over to Young. Across to Laviolette. Up ahead to Millen. Millen sending it for Bourbeau, and the skittering puck over the top of his stick. Collected by Laviolette. Young sends it along the boards, but Wisconsin on pace control only momentarily. Now Millen skating in. Millen with Granado. Millen with Bourbeau now. Bourbeau puts it in!
Remarkable second effort by Bourbeau. It looked like he was being hauled down and out of the play. And the puck was rolling seemingly harmlessly into the corner, and somehow Bourbeau got his stick on it.
Granado was out in front of him. Bourbeau came up on the side and falling down, able to put it in.
Nice play by Corey Millen, waiting to find the open Bourbeau. And watch, he looks like he's completely tied up. He's on the ice and just shoves it in. In many ways, if anything else had happened in that place, he wouldn't have been able to score. Milnikov would have been able to stop it.
And we'll be back after this from your local station. Drop pass to Miller. Back out to the point. Young keeps it in. Now taken by Fetisova. Up ahead to Vlikov. Homotov. Beautiful pass. Kamensky scores. The Soviets so adept at getting out of their own end quickly with that crisp, sharp passing. And they lead now 4-2.
Soviets again breaking quickly, but also what happened?
Takes over, back to Biaka. To Makarov. The Soviet veteran skating in, hounded by Gosselin. Looking for a centering pass, looking to stuff it in, saved by Carreri.
There's too much out-of-control action around the U.S. net. The Soviet players one-on-one are beating the U.S. players. It means that it takes somebody out of his regular position to chase, and then all hell breaks loose. The U.S. team has to be able to control on the one-on-ones.
And now it's Svetlov. Laviolette is there, and the puck hits the side of the net. Laviolette able to break up the play, but Lariano puts it in. Igor Larionov putting it in after Terreri had made the initial save.
It's what happens when the bodies start flying.
.344 remaining in the period. Remaining in the period. Laviolette sending it in. Recapturing it. Backhanding wide. And Vyacheslav Fetисov. Nice pass up ahead to Larionov. He sends it to Krutov. Back to Larionov behind the net. He sends it out in front, slapped in, and it goes in. Fettisov didn't get much on it. It was almost like throwing a changeup by Terreri. And it's 6-2.
Now the wrong goal at the wrong moment. Let's just see what happened on it. Whether it was obstructed in any way. But it comes out to Fettisov, who is usually a very hard shot, but he really mishits it. And I think Chris Terreri, as you suggested, was expecting the high hard one. He had a clear view of the shot.
1:14 remaining in the second period.
Terreri, 17 minutes encore à jouer. Dans le match, on sait qu'en match olympique et championnat du monde, pas de temps supplémentaire. Là, la rondelle est reprise par Fusco. Là, jusqu'à Leach à Fusco. Retour à Leach dans l'enclave. Un tir. Et la rondelle est libre. Reprise par McDonald qui bat. 6-3.
Un peu de nonchalance de la part des défenseurs soviétiques. Genre, on va voir la passe de Leach qui a permis un lancer franc. Leach qui est un excellent passeur. Et sur le retour de lancer, les défenseurs soviétiques cherchaient la rondelle et on a laissé démarquer quelques Américains devant le filet et la rondelle est tombée sur le bâton d'un Américain.
Donc, l'écart.
D'ailleurs, avait fait des critiques à son égard, mais il y a une chose sur Kamensky, c'est qu'on dit qu'en Amérique du Nord, il joue toujours bien.
Voilà. Dans les gros matchs, il est fort. Alors, c'est pour ça qu'on lui fait faire le voyage. foule qui scande USA. On veut de l'action alors que l'écart est 3 buts. Contre les Soviétiques, c'est toute une tâche. Fusco se pointe dans son adverse, dans l'enclave. Fusco, un tir haut.
C'est ce qu'a Jacques. On va revoir Fusco qui manie bien en zone offensive, se place en fonction d'un lancer du poignet. Le défenseur soviétique Fetisova l'a attaqué à la ligne bleue, mais s'est mis hors d'équilibre et ça permet à Fusco de récupérer une rondelle qui est devenue libre et un bon lancer du poignet dans la
Lines in 4 defensemen right now.
Yes, I think I would, Mike. This time of the game, 11 minutes or so to go, you got to go with your best.
Craig Janney in with Kevin Miller. Miller sends it back out to the blue line, kept in by Gosselin. His shot wide, and then Okerlund is there, puts it in!
Was covered in the crease. You can see the shot. It misses the net. Then comes back out. Now everything looks under control. But the puck was loose. The referee saw that it was loose, did not blow his whistle quite properly. And now it is a one-goal game.
Todd Okerlund, the son of the famed wrestling announcer Mean Gene Okerlund, a man who did not dress for the first 2 games. In fact, a lot of people thought he might be one of the cuts coming into the Olympics, but he survived. He dresses tonight for the first time. He makes the score 6-5 with 10:52 to play in the game. So the U.S. team down by 4 going in.
The head of the Soviet Hockey Federation, Koloskov. Now, you would not have seen a second man, a non-coach in that area about a year ago. Koloskov has started to take over.
And as far as strategy is concerned, Dave Peterson has to keep his eye on the clock, too, because he has to think about pulling Terreri and getting the extra skater up front for the U.S. That much time left, 2:12. Makarov has it for the Soviets. He skates in with Leach on defense. The drop pass for Krutov. Circling to Fetisov, skating all the way in, and he scores! Vyacheslav Fettisov. Straight in, backhands it in, and the Soviets lead at 7-5.
It's what the Soviet team does so well. They attack well, but they attack with depth. They bring up their players from behind, and unless the defending team is very aware, they're going to leave people wide open. And this is their leader. This is their captain, Fettisov, making the big play of the game.
And with 2:01 to play, the Soviets are on top by a score of 7-5. Millen on the faceoff, gets it back to Young, and his last shot is kicked aside. Makarov gets it up ahead to center ice, and Young collects it with 24 seconds. Snuggerud to Fusco, drop pass Granado, and another save. And the puck winds up going into the net, but there will be no goal. No goal because Koskinen had blown the whistle. No goal.
I'd like to see that again, but I do think that, in fact, the goalkeeper, Milnikov, had possession of the puck, had it under control. The referee had blown his whistle, and it was simply with the U.S. team charging the net that the puck got dislodged. We can see the shot from Granado. Milnikov has it. He's in control. And it presumably came out of that exchange there between Norton and Milnikov. You can see Milnikov in good control. He knocks Milnikov, or Norton knocks Milnikov back into the net. The puck goes loose.
Pro-U.S. crowd chanting something you'd only hear on Howard Stern show tomorrow. We can't tell you about it. 16 seconds remaining in the game. 7-5